Hi everybody. It's day 62 of my vlog. Today is part 5 of fear. Psalm 23 verse 4 is the focus of the vlog today. It's one of the most famous verses in the Bible dealing with fear, probably. It says, "Yea, or can you believe it? Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." Because of two reasons. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Um, the reason for fear is real. Shadow does not imply that it is an imagined reason for fear. You can only have a shadow if there's an object blocking the light, making the shadow, causing the shadow to happen. Death is the object that blocks the light. Death is a result of sin. Remember, sin is the cause of all fear. The light that is blocked, the light that is disappearing in the shadow, is the Lord Himself. He is the light of the world. The absence of God is terrifying. Being in the dark without light is terrifying. Death, the result of sin, hides God's very light from us in this valley of life, the valley of the shadow of death, actually. Fear is on every side. Jeremiah says in chapter 6, verse 23, I believe it is, "Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way, for the sword of the enemy is on every side." Lock yourself in a closet. It's dangerous out there. You can't see the shepherd in the shadow. The shadow hides his light, his face. You wonder if he's even there. So why should we not be afraid? Well, because he's with us. I mean, we don't believe it, can't see him, but he's with us. And there are two objects. They're actually the same object with two different purposes that let us know his presence is with us in the dark, in the shadow. That is his rod and his staff. Sometimes it's called the shepherd's crook. But those two objects are our physical or sense, of something our senses can see or feel in the dark that tell us the shepherd is with us. The rod is used by the shepherd as a weapon that he uses to keep the dangers away, the wolves, the foxes, the lions, the enemies, the thieves. And the rod is a heavy club to keep the dangers away from you. And it's also used to keep us on the path that's safe, to correct us, to discipline us. So you feel like you got whacked, it's God's presence telling you, stay put, don't move, stay on that path. If you feel the rod, you know the shepherd is with you. If you see God dealing with the dangers, you know the shepherd is with you. And then the staff. The shepherd leans on the staff, but it's also his provision, his care and support for the sheep in the valley of the shadow of death. If you are cared for in any way, it is proof that the shepherd is with you. If you have all that you need for life, that is proof that the shepherd is with you. If you have any support in your life, from friends, from people who care, from somewhere else, that is proof the shepherd is with you. You ever get that phone call, that letter, that card that I just needed that just now? If you've ever had any encouragement in your life, that is proof the shepherd is with you. But lastly and most importantly, remember who the shepherd is. It is the Lord. Jehovah, the I am, the covenant making God that says, the covenant is like a marriage. He says, I do to you. He never breaks his vows. He's the I am. Whatever you need, He is it. The I am. Whatever you're afraid of, He's the answer. The I am. See, God is with you in the person of Jesus Christ, the Lord, the shepherd. And because of that, David declares in the psalm, I will fear no evil. That's not a wish. It's a statement of, I'm not going to let myself be afraid as long as I'm aware of the shepherd being with me. So here's the question that we'll finish with. Ask yourself, how is the phrase, the I am is with you, with me, how does it remove fear for you? In what ways does that knowledge that the shepherd is with you remove fear for you? So make a list. That should be a list that you can add to over and over again every day. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And then in verse 4, I will not fear. That's such good news. God bless.